Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, it was chaos in Kansas City as shots were fired at the Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade. One person was killed and a dozen others injured. Reports say it may have started from a domestic dispute. Fort Smith resident Noel Sanger and his son were there. 5 News Evening anchor Darren Bobb visited with them Wednesday night as they were heading back.
We heard the pops and we heard the firecrackers and then the final pop and then the crowds dispersed. We were actually in our room seeing it all happen.
Noel and his son Miles had planned the trip right after the Chiefs won on Sunday.
We weren't able to go to the Chiefs game this year. We've been at a Chiefs game just about the past 4 years together. So I said, hey, we're going to the parade if it happens. And sure enough, and now this.
Says it's hard to come to terms that this is how the celebration ended.
Just 2 or 3 bad people, and that's frustrating. That, you know, the vibe in Kansas City, the vibe on the parade. I just hearing my son scream, you know, Patrick. Everybody's name was Pacheco. Just so fun in hearing that, and then just some bad actors creating that. It's sad.
Noel says it didn't really sink in until they were about halfway home.
But it's hit me a little hard. I was fine until I started driving home, and then just kind of look back at Miles and think we were so close. But then you have all your friends text you or message you and say, "Hey, are you okay?" And then realizing how close you were and how bad it was, you know, you don't realize how bad it was until you hear about it and people checking on you. And then you start hearing about everyone in the hospitals.
Well, that was 5 News anchor Darren Bobb. Now, Kansas City police say 3 people have been taken into custody and at least 1 firearm has been recovered. All right, before we get to more news of the day, let's send things over to meteorologist Zach Scott with a look at your weather. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Joe, got another good one here across 5 country. Weak front moving in, minimal impacts. We do have some scattered mid to higher level clouds that are mixing in today. We haven't had those at all the last couple of days. No one's complaining. We still manage some warm weather, lower 60s as the closer you get into the, I'll do that again. All right. Had no idea what I wanted to say. Woosah. 3, 2, 1. That's right, Joe. We've got another beautiful day here across the area. We've got a cold front moving through, minimal impacts. We are adding in some mid to higher level clouds, filtering out a little sunshine. Cooler the further north you go. We'll be in the lower 60s. The closer you are to the Missouri border, we'll work more into those mid 60s. The further south you go, getting even warmer as we get into the heart of 5 country, the River Valley, south to the Ouachitals, upper 60s, low 70s. Some scattered clouds. We'll get a little bit of a breeze, mainly northwest Arkansas today, 5 to 15 miles per hour. More 40s and 50s, clouds, few sprinkles possible as we get into early Friday morning. Changes come. Check this out. We'll look for temperatures to peak late morning, early afternoon. Northwest Arkansas still warming into the 60s in the River Valley. A few scattered showers, not a big rain event, but we'll have at least some light to pockets of moderate rain. Try to get going as this front pushes through. And then through the afternoon Friday, temperatures are going to be falling through the 50s, 40s, and will continue to fall into the 30s by the evening. Temperatures will start to fall mid to late afternoon in the River Valley. Overall, rain chances again best the further east you go into Arkansas. We'll continue to track it, Joe.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, right now, the Sebastian County Sheriff's Office is investigating another scam. This one involves the scammer calling people claiming to be a captain with the office. They contacted a family member of someone in jail, telling them their loved one would be let out if the family uses Cash App to send the money. Now, they say if you get one of these calls, just simply hang up. Meanwhile, Mercy Hospital Fort Smith now has a dedicated education unit for nursing students. This new unit gives students a place to work with staff nurses and be a part of everyday patient care. This spring, Mercy will be launching programs at UAFS, Tech University in Russellville, and Carl Albert State College in Podo, with plans to enroll more students in the fall. The new facility is an 18-bed unit featuring a 4-to-1 patient-to-nurse ratio during day shifts. And Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announcing plans to build a new facility for the Arkansas Schools for the Deaf and Blind. Calls for the change at the schools began 4 months ago after images inside surfaced online.
As the governor is just continuing to uncover things that are not acceptable in the state of Arkansas, not acceptable to her administration or the people of Arkansas. And one of those is the School of the Blind and the Deaf has just been neglected for decades.
$30 million has been set aside for this rebuild, which is scheduled to begin as soon as possible. The governor says the new buildings will be in the same location, but with more resources available for students and staff. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.